Hey guys, it's Bailey and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick review of a brand new foundation a lot of you guys have probably heard about, if not seen yourselves already, from Covergirl. It's the Outlast Stay Luminous Natural Glow Foundation. So I wanted to give you my thoughts, share my experiences in testing this out with you guys, as well as give you a comparison between two other foundation formulas from them you might be familiar with, which is the True Blend and the Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. So let's dive in. For starters, obviously, this is supposed to be a more luminous, all-over glow, dewy finish, which is kind of the perfect complement to fit this trifecta, because if this is luminous, then you have the True Blend, which on me was really more of a satin, not completely luminous, but not completely matte either. And then there is the 3-in-1, which on me was more of a soft matte, not like Rimmel Stay Matte, but it was pretty much getting there, and both of these provide really full coverage. Well, coverage that's really medium, that's naturally buildable to a fuller coverage so that you can get complete coverage without looking like it's really caked on your face. So the Stay Luminous obviously offers a more dewy finish. I am in the shade 825 for a reference, but something that I found is that I am in an 820 in the 3-in-1, and I find that these are very comparable. The 3-in-1 is a little bit more pink, but for the most part they both match me really, really well. So basically this promises to give skin even coverage and a natural glow that lasts all day. I definitely noticed a more natural coverage with this foundation. It took a little bit more layering to get the same kind of coverage I would see out of either the 3-in-1 or the True Blend. Unfortunately, with that layering came a little bit of unevenness. It became harder to blend. It clung to my dry patches. Ironically, I wouldn't think a luminous foundation would do that, but it just looked like it was easier to see brush strokes. So maybe it's because it has a slight pearlescence or sheen to it because of the finish. So with that, I would say it gives you medium coverage with the ability to build it a little bit. So I have combination skin, which is why I tend to gravitate towards satin or matte foundations, because I like to strategically add dewiness to my face, because I know by the end of the day I am going to have some excess shine in my T-zone, to put it nicely. So once it was applied and completely blended, had some time to really sink and blend in with my skin, I applied the rest of my makeup over top, and I have to say I really, really loved the way this photographed. I don't feel like it looked as good in person, but when I snapped that picture and I looked back to see how the wear was at the beginning of the day versus the end, I think this is easily my favorite of these three foundations to be photographed in. However, the wear time is my least favorite. So in trying this out, like I said, combo skin, so I was a little nervous to see how that excess shine would develop, if it would just break through this foundation and I'd be left with a clumpy, uneven mess on my skin. Fortunately, that didn't happen, and I didn't notice excessive shine in my T-zone, so I don't think that if you have oilier combination skin, you're gonna see even more breakthrough shine. But the formula overall didn't stand up to the wear test like the other two did. I mostly saw this wearing away in my under eye area and experienced some patchiness on my cheeks, whereas the other two formulas really dried and set down on me nicely and lasted like they were bulletproof all throughout the day. So ultimately, I have to say this foundation might have a time and a place. For me, it's going to be in photographs, but as far as it being practical for everyday wear, probably not the case for me. I will definitely stick to grabbing one of the other two formulas, whether it's the 3-in-1 or the True Blend, and then, you know, strategically adding highlight where I want it throughout the day. As far as who it would be good for, I don't know that I would necessarily say dry to very dry skin types, especially since they are probably who's going to gravitate towards this more. Only because I had a little bit, some dry patches like from allergies around my nose. I have some breakouts, so I'm drying those out around my chin area, and I just didn't like the way this laid. I think any pearlescence or illumination in the formula kind of highlighted that as opposed to flawlessly smoothing over. Instead, I would recommend the True Blend, which I thought was even a little bit hydrating. That satiny finish really just blended beautifully into my skin. Even having a combination skin type, it didn't develop throughout the day. I will link both of my reviews to these, by the way, so that you can get the full lowdown as compared to this. Overall, for me, this foundation might have its time and its place because, like I said, loved the way it photographed, but as far as it goes and being practical for everyday wear, definitely not for me. I just didn't like the way it laid over any dry patches I might have had, the wear it kind of broke down for me, and it's gonna get hotter for me, or for everyone pretty much here, folks. So if it doesn't kind of stand up to the test of springtime weather, there is no way it's going to last through summer. So this is a no for me. That's my experience. I wish I could give you guys a few more pointers as to who might like this. I would love for anyone who does like this to comment in the comments. How hard was that? Comment down below, let me know why, if you love this, why you love it, help some other people out. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.